Hello! So, this is the last chance to talk about Infinity War before it comes out. Because it comes out, like, tomorrow, if this video uploads on the 26th, like it should do. And of course, when a big new movie is releasing, you have to fill the internet with weird fan theories. So I've been looking through them all, and I've been finding some that are just the worst. I'll be ignoring any that are just like, character name dies, because like, that's no fun. We know people are going to die in the movie. None of those theories are particularly interesting. So we're going to be looking at the weird ones. I'm going to start off with maybe the biggest one, and it's got a load of traction, which is weird because it's definitely not what's going on, and it's really stupid. The Infinity Stones spell out Thanos' name, more specifically where the stones all are and like what forms they're in. So we've seen 5 of the stones before. So the stones are the Tesseract. The red one was the Ether in Thor the Dark World. The green one is in the thing that Doctor Strange wears around his neck, the eye of whatever. I think it's a bit of an oversimplification calling it a necklace. The one in Guardians, they keep it in a little orb thing, but later on in the movie they just like have a different orb. Like they've got orbs to spare, so I don't think this is a particularly special orb. And the Mind Stone was in Loki's scepter, which means that the last one, the Soul Stone, is in something beginning with H. And everyone's thinking it's like Heimdall, because he can see everything, so he's clearly like a magic dude. I just thought that was like, on Asgard you have just like magic people. So this theory is just terrible, because it assumes that at the start of the universe, or whenever the Infinity Stones were made, the people putting it together thought, oh well, we need to spell out this random dude's name with where we put them all. Or Thanos named himself after where they keep all of the stones. Like, it's just terrible. If they're gonna do this, there'll be a scene in the movie where like Thanos does the Voldemort in Chamber of Secrets thing. He writes out his name and like switches all the letters about. It would just be terrible. They're not going to do this. So here's another one about where the Soul Stone is. Because they released these posters, and they did one for each stone, and all of the stones had the character most closely tied to that stone on them. So it had the Mind Stone and Vision was on it. It had the purple one and Star-Lord was on it. It had the red one and Thor was on it. But we've not seen the Soul Stone yet, and the Soul Stone had Tony Stark on it. What can it mean? It means that Tony Stark is the biggest character who's not yet been involved with one of the stones. That's what it means. The theory here is that the Soul Stone is Tony Stark. I've seen people thinking that his parents used the stone to conceive him, and now it's like in his blood, or like the Soul Stone is Tony Stark's brain. Or in Iron Man 2, when Tony Stark's dad like showed him how to make another element, that's the Soul Stone. We already know the backstory for the stone. They split off and there's 6 of them all over the place. It's not in Iron Man. This is one of the ones with people dying. The theory that everyone's going to die, and at the end of the movie, or the start of the next movie, Doctor Strange is going to turn back time and everyone's going to come back to life. Okay, something like this could happen in the film, but they'll set it up beforehand and it won't happen right at the end of the film because it will be so cheap. Do you remember when Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2 came out and they have a big dream sequence where all the main characters die, and then it turns out it's all a dream? It's stupid. This is the equivalent of it all being a dream. Kind of ruined it in Doctor Strange when he can just like loop something forever. Like he can just trap Thanos in like an endless loop and he'll never be able to do anything about it. Kind of broken, really. But yeah, the main reason this isn't gonna happen is it would be really lame. It's really lame to have things happen but not have to deal with the consequences. Like, unless they have to Groundhog Day the whole movie and just like keep doing loops until they work out how to beat Thanos, which would be interesting, but they're not going to just have everyone die and then they all come back to life at the end. Like, that would be super rubbish. Here's another Doctor Strange Time Stone related one. Doctor Strange is going to age up Groot with the Time Stone. This one's just weird. This Groot isn't the same Groot that we had in Guardians 1. And like, a big theme of Guardians 2 was them all like having a part in raising baby Groot. And if you just like have some other person like turn him into an adult, you just get rid of all of that. You just lose all the good bit. You just end up with big, but Groot is Tom Hanks. You don't want that in Infinity War. Even if you came up with this theory, you don't want that to happen. It would be bad. If you were growing up and you just completely skipped your formative years, you wouldn't be a well-rounded person. Like, you would just ruin Groot as a character. Okay, so this next one, it's just fan service. There's that bit in the trailer where Captain America is like holding Thanos' hand from like grabbing his face. And I've seen people say that in this moment, Mjolnir is gonna come to him and he's worthy and he can wield Mjolnir to stop Thanos. I can understand why you want to see that, but Mjolnir got destroyed in Thor Ragnarok. If it just like materialized out of nowhere, it would kind of be BS. If it doesn't materialize out of somewhere, someone's gonna have to like go and spend a bunch of screen time like remaking it. Are we gonna have Thor go off for half the movie to like remake his hammer just to give it to someone else? Another one I keep seeing, and like, I kinda get it. Thanos is going to bring back all the old villains using one of his stones. And the specific one I keep seeing is Red Skull. Like, I kinda get what you're going for, but a lot of those villains are like big name actors, and you're not gonna get them back for like a tiny cameo. You're gonna have to pay them a lot of money, and this movie's already very expensive. And especially Red Skull, like played by Hugo Weaving, he's already said that he doesn't want to come back. I don't really see it happening. Yeah, this one's really more like you wouldn't be able to do it rather than it's a stupid idea. It'll be kind of cool if all the Avengers have to do like a boss rush. Some people have been saying that they're gonna start setting up the next arc in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's going to turn out that some people have been replaced by Skrulls to set up the Secret Invasion storyline. So Skrulls are like alien shapeshifters, and in this story they have like slowly been replacing superheroes, impersonating them for a number of years until they just like have replaced everyone, I suppose. While it's a cool idea, you can't just have something like this come up, especially now. We already have too many characters. If you just like start introducing the idea that some of them have been replaced by aliens that we have not met yet, that's gonna be too much for the general audience. Maybe in Captain Marvel we can set this up. Like, if that movie focuses on these aliens and how they can look like anyone, and how do you know who to trust, then you could like get it ready for like Avengers 4. It's too much to try and put that in this one. If Thanos like punches War Machine in the face and he dies and he transforms back into an alien, we don't know what's going on. That would be awful. That'd just be the worst. So that's 7 theories that I think are really stupid. We'll see if any of them come true, like tomorrow. I probably won't be able to see it right away, but if you actually like any of those theories, let me know. If you really think Heimdall is the Soul Stone, Tony Stark's got the Soul Stone hidden in his brain. Any like actually good theories you can tell me as well, I'd love to hear them. I'm quite excited to see the film. It's gonna be messy, there's too many people. All the heroes start fighting between themselves just to get more screen time. See you on the other side of Infinity War. Bye bye.